if you're using benzodiazepines in order to stop tripping from psychedelics, you need to reconsider that. Do you really need that? Now, benzos are used only when you're out of your mind, let's say. For example, if you've accidentally taken a huge dose of LSD or mushrooms or whatever, then you might not be ready to go on such a long trip, such a huge trip. So you might want to use benzos in order to keep you sane. And yeah, or if you really need, there's some emergency that you couldn't foresee and you really need to stop tripping right now, if it's very important, then you use benzos. Then they're very helpful, great to have them on hand. But otherwise, avoid it at all costs, because use of psychedelics is most often than not related to expanding your mind, to gaining super consciousness, to accessing parts of yourself that you are not otherwise capable of accessing. In general, it's more connection, it's better connection, and connection to the divine. And when you're using benzos, all of these benefits for the brain, for your mind, they're very much diminished. The nature of benzodiazepines is like, it messes with your soul. It makes you soulless for a while. In order to defeat the anxiousness, these drugs have to take some of your humaneness. I've personally been fascinated by how soulless I can become when using benzos. I can be rude as never before to people, and yeah, I don't care about anything to such an extent that you forget to be polite, and you might hurt people you love because you don't have that empathy that will tell you, hey, you might hurt those person's feelings by saying that, you know. And yeah, this is just one of the dangers of the benzos. Just stay away from them. They're much better things to cope with, if you're using them to cope with anxiety, which they're created for. It's not the best option. You might literally die if you are addicted to benzos and then you suddenly stop. The withdrawal is brutal and it's very dangerous. Also, amnesia is a common thing. I couldn't first and only point in my life where I experienced amnesia. It was wow. I will explain about that in another video, but it was scary. So only use benzos when you really have to. Have them like an emergency kit, you know, like a stitch and needle. It's an emergency. It's not a cure. It's not recreational. It's not a cool thing. Just be more conscious about your psychedelic use and you won't have to use benzos. Cheers, guys, and stay safe.